"I'll take spots then," said the leopard. "But don't make them ever too vulgar big. I wouldn't look like Giraffe, not forever so." "I'll make them with the tips of my fingers," said the Ethiopian. "There's plenty of black left in my skin still. Stand over." Then the Ethiopian put his 5 fingers close together and pressed them all over the leopard. And wherever the 5 fingers touched, they left 5 little black marks, all close together.
Mathematical biologist James Murray used to read his daughter Kipling's tale. She loved it, and it also sparked her curiosity.
She said, "But how do they really get their spots?" And so I thought, well, I had no idea really. I mean, I quite liked Kipling's idea, but of course it's fairly unscientific. And so I said that I would ask some of my colleagues in the university. I was in Oxford at the time, and it became very clear that no one knew how coat patterns were formed.
Spurred on by his daughter's question, Murray decided to solve the mystery. This moving pattern was Murray's first clue. It's simply the result of a chemical reaction. As the chemicals react, they spread out and form a design. Change the proportions of the chemicals and you change the pattern. Murray felt he was onto something.
The idea is a very simple one. At some stage during the development of the leopard, the embryo, there will be a genetically controlled switch which produces this chemical pattern, which are like the spots on a leopard. And this chemical pattern really consists of regions of high concentration of a chemical and low concentrations of a chemical. And cells underneath the skin, which find themselves in regions of high concentration of the chemical, will produce the color, and the cells that find themselves in the regions of low concentration of this chemical don't produce it. So the question that one asks about coat patterns is, how do you produce this chemical pattern that is the pattern that the cells are responding to?
Using a mathematical model to describe the reactions, Murray started to experiment with different ways of combining the chemicals. Suddenly, he noticed something amazing. Murray's equations showed that if the chemicals were to react in a long, thin cylinder, they would produce a pattern that looked just like the leopard's tail. Murray next focused on embryos. By changing their size and shape in his model, he created not just the spots of a leopard, but the stripes of the zebra and the patches of the giraffe. Murray had made an amazing discovery. Coat patterns may be determined by an animal's size and shape.
The idea that a single mechanism could produce all the coat patterns observed in the mammalian kingdom seemed to me a very efficient process.